Hello and welcome to this edition of the Audio Spotlight. I'm Tyler Rowan, and I'm excited to introduce to you two seniors on the Rowan County football team that play under Coach Kelly Ford. Rowan County, who has already doubled their win total from last season, and of course, is this young team making some big strides. And it's good to have with me number 6, Jackson Hamilton, and number 44, Will Richardson, both seniors on the team. And Jackson, we'll start about with you. Tell me a little bit about yourself. And I mean, I see you've run for 200 yards this year. You have 3 touchdowns on the ground, 2 receiving. Talk a little bit about your career at Rowan County and just what you like about being a part of the program.
Yeah, I love being here. I love that there's no toxicness on the team. You know, everybody's friends with one another, and I love how the community comes out and just shows out for our games. That's what I love about Rowan County.
And Will, I know for you, you've been on the defensive end. But actually both of you have had an impact on the defensive end. Jackson leads the team in tackles right now with 54, while Will has 15 tackles for loss and 10 sacks. And number 44, Will Richardson. And Will, it's good to see you here. And talk about what it's been like playing under Coach Kelly Ford and something that you feel like that you've learned from him over your career that you incorporate into your daily life.
I love it. It's just he cares for us. He wants us to go out there and just have fun, just play hard.
Yeah, and Jackson, talk about so far. Just talk about your season at Rowan. I know you guys had a young team. I remember last year in 23 calling your game, and I know at times there were 4 freshmen that were on the field. And talk about the journey that you've had.
Yeah, it's been a long process, but I think now they're getting to the point where they're getting the plays down. They're knowing what to do. They're not being nervous in the game, just really doing their assignments and doing them well.
And Will, or with the system, for you, like when you were coming through, what was one of your biggest challenges starting out when you were younger?
Well, my size, I was really small and stuff, and we were going against all those big kids.
Jackson, for you, I know, of course, you started 2021, the year after Rowan County reached the regional final for the first time since the early 1980s. And, I mean, you see where the program has improved over the years. I mean, I know last year was a down year, but I meant like earlier, I mentioned you had such a young squad. Talk about the difference in the program now and the mentality, because you could see it. I mean, it's definitely different from what it was.
Yeah, my freshman year we were just so good, and then now this year we got to come out with a good mentality, and we got to come out ready to fight every play, because like you said, we don't have the players like what we used to have, so we got to come out with that fight mentality, and we gotta leave it all on the field.
And Will, to you, what does it mean just to have the opportunity, not just come in and leave a legacy for your own class, but also to set the standard for the younger classes coming through?
Well, it feels good. Just set the example and so they can follow when we're gone and stuff.
And Jackson, for you, talk a little bit about your position and at running back and what you feel has led to your success at it.
Probably, I would say just to want to do better, better myself every play, and not get down if the line blocks one bad play, not get down on your whole team. You just got to get back up and keep fighting.
And Will, for you defensively, what do you think is the reason you have 10 sacks and 15 tackles for losses in 5 games?
Well, the weight room's helped me a lot. I've gotten faster and just going out there and playing as hard as I possibly can.
So, Jackson, who would you say that you try to model your game after? This could be a college or NFL player or somebody you look up to.
I got two. I got Wayne Cushing on the defensive side, and then I got Chris Johnson on the offensive side.
Nice. And what about you, Will?
I don't model my game after anybody, really. I don't really have like a favorite player or really know too many.
What are some involvements you have at the school, or maybe an academic accomplishment that you have starting with you, Jackson?
I got a few St. Clair Region Players of the Game awards. That's just for like after the game. If they think that you're the best player on the field that night, then they'll give you Player of the Game.
Nice. And what about you, Will?
I'm not involved in anything extra at school besides I played baseball, and I might be playing basketball this year.
When it comes to, and I'm talking about outside the football team, the school environment, Jackson, what do you like about Rowan County?
I love what the community does for us. You know, with all the fundraising and stuff, and then the stands are always packed, no matter how good our team is or how bad our team is. They're always wanting to come out and show support.
And what about you, Will? What's your favorite part about being a Viking?
It's the same as Jackson, just the community.
When you guys get a few minutes off the field, starting with you, Jackson, what are some of your hobbies?
I like to golf a little bit from time to time, and then I definitely love to weld.
Where did the welding hobby come in from?
I don't know. It was just when I was younger, like a freshman, I just thought it was pretty cool, and then I picked up the hobby, and I started getting pretty good at it, pretty good and consistent at it, so I just love it.
That's awesome. And what about you, Will?
I like to fish. I like to work out. That's pretty much what I do.
Last two questions, guys. Starting with you, Jackson. What's a cool fact about yourself? Something maybe not a lot of people know.
Probably that I'm one of the youngest seniors probably in the whole school.
Oh, wow. How old are you?
I just turned 17, like 2 months ago.
Oh, wow. So you were 16 practicing over the summer. Wow. And
yeah.
And Will, what about you?
The Fleming County game this year. That's probably one of my favorite games I've ever played in. It's just a close game, defensive game too. 7-0.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I saw them. Actually, just was on one of their games last week. Yeah, you had 7 tackles for loss in that game. I see. I'd say that'd be one of your favorite memories. Then, last question. I'm with you, Jackson. Any shout outs you'd like to give?
Shout out to my guy Will Richardson. Shout out to my little brother Matthew Hamilton, number 8. Shout out to Chris Cross, number 1. Shout out to Cameron Cross, number 10. Shout out to number 54, Brody Barnett. Shout out to number 59, Isaiah Jones. Shout out to number 26, JT Judd.
What about you, Will?
I'll shout out number 5, Madden Owen, and I'll shout out Coach Ford too.
Yeah, what a good name for a football player, Madden. Of course, as somebody who grew up playing Madden, so I'm a big fan of the game. But that's awesome. Well, guys, we very much appreciate you being on here, and no doubt about it. I mean, you've represented Rowan County, and the 16th region tremendously. So you both have so much to be proud of. And be sure to stay tuned, and we'll have more interviews coming up on here. We want to say thank you all for tuning in and listening today. God bless you, and we'll see you soon.